Welcome to another video. Welcome to another video of the Target Individual program, Target Individual Experience. So the NYPD again, remote no monitoring me. Every time I look down at I just look down. If I look down and I see my shoes, they start using their sirens. All right. Anyhow, I called Pam and I said to her, what time did the kids leave? Did the kids get to school on time? Actually, I said to her. And she didn't want to tell me. So I get in the elevator. So she got a text from her. I really didn't want to answer the text because I knew what was in the text. She was actually going to tell me what time. And I'm just like, so she said we have guests present. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. All right. You could have told me late because they got to school late, and that was it. That was it. That would have been it. I don't need you to get into details. But she got into details. I'm like, okay. So my daughter didn't get to school until 8:30. She said Ethan left with her and Alyssa, so which means that he missed his first period class again. Okay, after we've been warned by his teachers that he cannot miss any more classes. Okay. And even though this is a new term, still, we're starting. Well, she's starting him off. Okay, I'm not going to say we. I was about to say we, but no. She started him off, right, in a bad way again. So that's just to tell you how that this school term is going to go for him and Alyssa. Like I said, she got what was it, last week, 2 days out of the week, the kids were a little late, not too late, but like I said, it'll be for the next day or 2 days or even 3 days, but eventually it's going to go back to being the way it was because again, that's who she is. Never the one to commit to anything, even to our kids' education, even to committing to getting the kids up on time, committed to getting the kids in bed at a decent time so they can get a good night's sleep, committing to helping the kids with the homework. Nope. But she'll commit to a man who just want to screw her. Right? Why? Because he may have a nice car or he may own a house. Yeah, but you're not benefiting from those things. That's the problem with a lot of women today, is that they don't want to work with their partner to build anything. They want that man to already have it, and they come in and enjoy all of the fruits of his labor. Okay? And yet fail to understand why they're still single. Why those men are only having sex with them, right? That's the whole thing. Yeah, you can look at your watch all you want. It ain't gonna mean nothing. Look at your watch all you want. It don't mean shit. Because they have never come and approached me any fucking way. And I wish they would. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So, but they're stuck on stupid. And again, it's not their fault. Alright? It is not their fault. It's a conditioning mechanism that is embedded in their mind. All right. Yesterday I posted a couple of articles on societal nudging done by those in the behavioral science who work within the U.S. government. Like I said, if you live in a Republican state, they psychologically manipulate you one way, and if you live in a liberal democratic state, they psychologically manipulate you in another way, right? So this is what they continue to do, all right? And for some of us, particularly whether we're, as a black person, whether you live in a Republican state or a Democratic state, if you are pro-black, if you want to organize black people, if you want to build so that black people can benefit, you're going to be attacked. So it don't matter what state you live in, right? Like I said, they fear black consciousness. They fear black awakening. And they have created various ways in which to eliminate those of us who come into that black consciousness. All right? Or try to eliminate those of us who come into that consciousness. All right? Remember, talk about the weaponization. Everything weaponized against black people. Even black people themselves. Weaponized against themselves and each other. And they have yet to understand it. Because they're stuck on stupid. Right? We're stuck on stupid. We can't help it. That's why we say, oh, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why they act like this. I don't understand why they behave like this. And that's our problem, is that we don't understand. And instead of trying to understand, we don't want to understand. Why? Because we leave everything up to a sky daddy given to us by white people. Right? That's only benefiting white people. Okay? I'm going to use the analogy again in The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy, right? The Wizard of Oz, who was the magician? Was he all powerful? No. He was just using technology to manipulate those who he can manipulate. Right? Those who believe in superstition. That's why the Oompa Loompas, when they hear that thunder and lightning, what happens? Right? They run, they get scared. Until the dog, right? What's the dog, Toto? Until Toto went and he pulled back the curtains. And what did we see? It was a man operating a machine. Okay? So when I talk about this, right, white people, the white race is in power, those with the resources, what they've done, they use technology to control us. They use technology to manipulate us, right? They use technology to their advantage and to our disadvantage. So what do? They keep us out of the tech field, right? They keep us out of colleges in which have advanced tech courses, robotics, engineering, computer science, those sort of things, right? But as black people, we are the standard. We are the first. And when I say the standard, I don't mean that in some type of superior way. What I mean is that you will find... Oh, shit. Your scooter just fell down. He's so busy trying to target me. He didn't even put his scooter stand down properly. His scooter fell. Anyhow, as I was saying, right? So, this is what they do. Okay? So when you find out that, hey, you know what? In the 1950s, they've been experimenting on people using microwave frequency, using radio wave frequency. Then you find out that in Russia was bombarding the American embassy with microwave frequencies. Right? You go and look up Dr. Robert Heath of Tulane University. Go and look up Dr. Jose Delgado. Right? Dr. Jose Delgado in the 1970s had microchip implanted into the shoulders of rhesus monkeys. Right? Which was a receiver to modify the behavior of those subjects. Right? And what did he say? And again, this stem receiver was so small that it was barely noticeable, and it was implanted on in the shoulders of those rhesus monkeys. In the shoulder, right? Not in the brain, but in the shoulder. All right? And that monkey had no wires. That monkey was moving around freely. And through a remote control, we were able to control the emotions and the behavior of that monkey. Okay? So, how advanced are these developments? So when you see like tech companies like Elon Musk, Tesla, and other tech companies who are now getting into, who have been working on brain computer interface. Yeah, you didn't put the stand down properly, so it fell. Or you didn't put the stand down at all. Right? So yeah. So like again, you really gotta, when you do the research, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay? I know in the history of this country, the history of the government, the CIA, right? The FBI, your state and local police. All right? Imagine being able to microchip black leaders to control them, or black people to control them. You select who you want to select, put them in a position of power, use them as gatekeepers, right? But in the meantime, you're monitoring their activity 24/7. You're monitoring their thought patterns to see if if they are radical in their way of thinking, if they're militant in their way of thinking, if they're revolutionary in their way of thinking, right? Then you can modify their mind. You can change their mind over decades. Okay? Anyhow, talk to you guys in the next video.